Cheers and enjoy the show. What's happening, everybody?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
What's going on? Hope you guys are having a good night. It's Wednesday. We're back.
Wednesday.
Holy shit, this week, since we've been on Friday with Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, by the way, for coming on. It was fun as shit. There's all sorts of crazy shit going on. We're going to talk about it all. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that is Beth, who is exhausted. Exhausted. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right, honey? What's going on?
Just working my ass off the last 2 days. I don't think I've ever worked
like
12-hour days. It has been, but the last 2 days have been up and on the computer by 7 and not off the computer till after 7. So I'm like, you got me some White Claws to celebrate that what I was working for finished. And it went well. But I was like, I'm pretty sure if I drink one of those, I'm just going to fall asleep.
It's all right.
We'll stick with
Feel what's happening. Live quality entertainment tonight. We'll fucking give it a shot anyway. We've got some fun shit to talk about. First off, go check us out on The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. All the socials. You can find us wherever the fuck we
find us everywhere.
Wherever.
Everywhere.
Real quick, I just linked us so that all of our shows live, or not live, they auto upfeed or upload, whatever you want to call it, to Rumble. So,
want to Rumble?
By the way, there's a little link on the bottom of Rumble on your homepage that you just do an auto link to.
Cool. I've never checked out Rumble.
Logs into.
Is it like social media or what is it?
It's social media, but it's more, I would say, like conservative kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. And well, depends on whatever.
Not conservative as in be a good girl, but conservative thinking.
Yeah, that kind of mindedness. It's kind of a pain in the ass to figure things out on it. Okay. But I was like, I watched the video from this dude that does the quartering. He's like, I'm gonna throw this out there, and he's like, here's how you do it. 4 different places in under 4 minutes. He's like, click here, done. Click here, done. And they just auto feed. So anyway, you can find us out on Rumble if you'd like.
Oh, the things you learned. Look, I'm blinking and this eye's opening slower than the other one.
Jesus Christ.
It's not a stroke. It's not a stroke. See, I knew you were going to say that. It's not a stroke. Came out of a mouth before you said, is it a stroke?
Also, go out to Minor League Studios.
That's a lot of P-Hub, Beth.
Go out to Minor League Studios. You can check out all the swag from the shows, from this show, plus the Castro Files, which we drop on Tuesdays. Been messing with the times a little bit, trying to figure it out.
Just find a time, babe.
I know, but it's like early in the morning, mid-afternoon.
Yeah, but you've been trying to find the time for like 6 months. Just fucking find the time and stick with it.
I know. It really comes down to that.
Let it go.
But our thumbnails, or what? Not thumbnails. Shorts crush.
Good.
Doing great. Shorts are doing great. The regular feeds, I think it's because there's not that many people that follow the Castro Files. So go out and fucking follow the Castro Files.
Yes,
it's fun as shit. That's a fun one.
It is.
We do some creepy shit out there. You ready to get into this?
Sure.
Another otter attack.
Another one?
Another otter attack.
Where?
This one, give me just a second to pull up the story.
The lab? Is it in Europe?
It's off People.
Sorry?
People Magazine or People News, whatever it is.
People Magazine.
Rabid otter.
This one
River otter bites Florida man 41 times.
They're vicious.
Attacks the dog walking with family on the same day.
Oh, now the dog has to get all it. Well, hopefully he already had his rabies shot.
See, do we need rabies shots?
They get them every so many years.
We don't get them. Do you know what the fucking side effects are if you don't get rabies?
You go crazy and die.
No, you can't drink water.
Why?
It makes it so your body won't absorb water.
But that's why you die. But you also go
crazy. And then you go crazy.
You go crazy and die.
Yeah. There was a video I saw. It was super sad.
Some
little kid in like India got a dog, like got nipped by a dog.
I don't want to hear this.
Right? And the kid goes crazy and dies.
They didn't have the shots in India?
The kid didn't tell his parents he got bit by a dog.
They didn't see the dog bite?
Well, no. It was like, wherever.
Did they not take care of their kid?
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to any of it. But if your kid gets bit by a dog.
Yeah.
Definitely go get a shot.
Well, if it gets bit by anything with rabies, you got to go and there's 40 of them. 40 shots in your belly.
Is that really?
Series of shots.
Is that real?
I've heard that. I've heard now
they can't combine them like the COVID shot.
Now I've heard they do it in like X amount. I still think it's a series, but I'm
sure it's multiples.
The Google will
if you guys are interested in figuring out how to save your child. We don't have kids, so. I really don't have any skin in the game
The
on that one,
Google.
right? I can't have that guy in front of me.
He's fine. Just leave him alone.
He's distracting me.
Look
I need to put him over here.
You have ADD so badly.
So there's a whole goddamn reason I moved your mics and stuff so I could actually look at you. Now I can see you. Now I'm unobstructed.
See my head. I was a floating head, just like yours was. Kind of turned into a vampire zombie. You hate light and water and become aggressive. Third world countries believe in superstition, aid to bites. Well, four shots over 12 days.
Thank you for researching that, Bill. Appreciate that. Fuck. Okay.
It's way better than it used to be because I do think it used to be way more.
This dude said I backed up, going back to the
up?
rabid river otter.
Yes, please.
I backed up along the fence, but when I started to close the gate, it charged, said Joseph Scaglione, who's attacked outside of his home. 74-year-old, Florida man and a dog were both bitten by a river otter that has since tested positive for rabies. That one that ripped that lady's face off, I don't think it was.
I don't know if they ever found it.
I mean, that one was just territorial.
Like, I don't think they thought it was rabid.
So it says Joseph Scaglione, I'm going to stop saying his fucking last name, was feeding ducks and geese outside his home as he normally does when the attack occurred on September 20th. Suddenly, the ducks scattered and the Jupiter resident found himself face to face with an otter. I backed up as far as I could to close the gate and it charged. Then the man said he attempted to push the animal away, at which time it bit his hands.
Yeah. Hello.
He escaped the attack by throwing the otter away from him, allowing him enough time to run to safety. How big are otters?
They're big. No, I don't think they're quite that big.
I think you have sea otters, you have river otters.
I think they're a decent size. Have you seen the Hilton commercial?
Like a medium-sized dog.
Yeah, they're like, It'd
be like Mick going after your ass.
There's a Hilton commercial where these people are kayaking or whitewater rafting, and they fall out and they go swim towards a bundle of wood, not realizing it's a beaver dam. And then they look over the shoulder and it's like 15 beavers looking at him. And the tour guy's like, swim away. He's freaking out. It's hilarious.
Fuck. So he was bitten 41 times on his arms, legs, and hands.
But he didn't lose an ear like that other chick did.
Chick almost lost her. She lost
a piece of her. She lost a piece of her ear. She's going to need plastic
Later
surgery
that same day, the otter attacked a dog that was walking with a couple and their baby in the same neighborhood. So I'm looking to see what's going on. What's going on, dude? The Florida Department of Health in Palm Beach, which did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment, confirmed that the otter tested positive for rabies. So they must have captured it, obviously.
Yeah, well, it was probably staying in the area.
Yeah, so they put that down.
It's not right in the head.
The moral of the story is otters are coming for us.
It's the second otter attack in like 3 months. So
they're coming for us.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the story of that elephant? There was an elephant in like India.
Are you making this up?
Nope, real.
There was one in Africa that kept tracking
or maybe it was Africa.
The
lady or
the
person.
Villages.
Yeah, but it went after the same person.
Oh, it was an elephant. Yeah.
It was like, right. And it's like,
it's something. She wronged him somehow, or somebody in her family wronged him. And he's like,
he went after and like destroyed the house, stomped the person out. Person didn't die. It knew it, went after him, found him again, and finished the job.
I think he should have left the country the first time.
Or at least moved to like a different
village.
I think but elephants can roam pretty far, I think.
I watched this guy. He's on
Craig, that's awesome.
He's on Discovery Channel, and he usually goes and tries to find like extinct animals.
Oh,
like
I know who you're talking about.
I can't think of his name, but he's
been on Rogan and stuff like that.
He grew up. He was born in the States and then grew up in Africa, and he was there trying because there was
Forrest Gilmonte,
something like that. Blonde guy.
Yeah.
He was trying to help the village because the village keeps getting attacked by elephants and they don't know why all of a sudden. I didn't watch it. I was like, oh, I can't watch that. That's sad.
Go watch that one about the great apes on
There's a new one with
Netflix.
Ellen DeGeneres and her
face ripped off?
No, they're trying to, I didn't watch it.
Oh, it didn't have anything to do with monkeys.
No, it did. It was Save the Gorillas or something like that.
An Ellen DeGeneres one?
Yeah, I was like, listen, this has already been done. That one chick did it. What, something in the fog?
Oh, you're talking fucking, you're going back.
Monkeys in the Fog or something like that.
Gorillas in the Fog. Gorillas in the Mist.
That's what it was.
Gorillas in the Mist.
I was like, somebody's already done that.
Diane, whatever her name was. Yeah, that's.
And didn't Sigourney Weaver play her in the movie?
Mm-hmm. But like in the 80s.
Yeah. Well,
that's how old that shit is.
Well, Ellen's trying to bring it back.
Everybody hates
Ellen and Portia.
Portia de Rossi. Everybody hates that fucking lady, though.
Ellen?
Ellen.
Really?
Yeah. That's why she got. That's why that show's off the air.
Because I thought people loved her.
Such a bitch.
I thought people loved her.
No, there was a whole thing about a year ago, or something like that, maybe a year and a half ago. She went full on fucking. But I don't think she went. I think she was, and then somebody came out and said, "Yeah, Ellen's a
B-I-T-C-H." Like how I spelled that.
Not a nice person. Diane Fossey. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Headline story. Right here.
I hope the dog and all those people, the dog and that man will be okay. And now the poor beaver's dead.
Can you make a pelt out of
I'm sure
rabid?
Has nothing to do with its fur.
Right? I guess you're tanning the hide anyway, right? Make a big ass hat out of that bitch. The British airline pilot admits to coke-fueled romp before trying to fly. A British airline pilot, who I've got a picture of right here, sitting in the jet engine, in the turbine, if you will. As a British Airways pilot, partied his face off in Africa before trying to hit the skies less than 24 hours later. But thankfully, he was reported before that could happen and got fired as well. Mike Beaton, who's this dumbnut's name, reportedly spilled the beans to a flight attendant friend of his a few weeks ago after a wild night on the town in Johannesburg. This during a brief grounded period he was enjoying before he was scheduled to fly again the following day. So like pilots aren't allowed to like even drink within certain amounts of time.
Right.
Obviously you can't do a bunch of cocaine.
I mean, at least you're not going to fall asleep.
You're not going to fall asleep, but maybe, you know, yeah, you're going to be alert. But yeah, he was blowing gator tails the whole time.
What's that?
Cocaine. Doing rails of cocaine.
Is that gator tail?
As I rub my nose.
That's what they call gator tails?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so naive when it comes to drugs.
Your dad was a DEA agent. You don't know all these
That's why I'm naive when it comes to drugs.
Oh, he sheltered you. In texts obtained by the Sun, Beaton reportedly bragged about a hot hookup.
He's not attractive. I mean,
with a Welsh
British,
woman, which was full of cocaine, booze, and sex. Beaton wrote, "I've lost my shirt somewhere, and one of the local lads produces a plate with a few lines of coke." So then there's a debate about whose chest is best to do the bump off of.
Oh, Lord. What is it, the 80s
He also proudly boasted, "I've been a very naughty boy." These are all in texts.
What's wrong with people? You don't brag about shit like that. You take it to your grave unless somebody's there partying with you. You don't tell shit.
Yeah, you just go and party. It's
you just think about it in your head and smile, and people are like, "Why you got that mischievous smile?" If you only
knew the night I had. And then you get on your plane and then you just fly away. Crazy enough, Beaton tried boarding his flight the next day and was attempting to fly back to London, but his friend ratted him out to their bosses, and they halted everything. Beaton was forced to stay in Johannesburg for at least an extra day as they did drug testing, which he reportedly failed at first. Once he was sober again, though, they shipped his ass back to the UK as a standard passenger, and he got fired from British Airways shortly thereafter. British Airways tells us safety is always our top priority, which is bullshit because I've heard stories about, because they, you know how like flight attendants and pilots, they'll like have hotel rooms
overlays
or apartments or something where they all go, they just all pitch in for those. Because if
that's their flight, they fly up,
frequently enough, right? There's the whole show on it's on Amazon, the one with what's her name from Big Bang Theory.
No, it's on HBO.
Or HBO.
Flight,
yeah. Flight attendant. I think it's called Flight Attendant or something like that. And yeah, it's just about them getting fucked up and hooking up.
I think that used to be old school.
No, I think it's new. I think
they still probably hook up, but I don't think they get so fucked up anymore. Maybe the flight attendants do because they're not flying the plane. But pilots aren't supposed to.
Well, no shit. They're not supposed to.
I think
What's
it's
up,
a
Andrea?
don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. So you go,
hey, Andrea.
If you're gonna, I mean,
Andrea. I said Andrea.
Andrea. If you're gonna, they don't give a shit.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like
it's don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
That guy shouldn't have bragged.
Fucking idiot.
Because nobody's really your friend if you're the pilot and you can kill them.
Right.
I could love you to death, but if you're going to take me to my death, I'm not going to let you fly.
Last but not least, this fellow is apparently married. So not only is his piloting career over, his relationship probably isn't doing so well either. So again, I think it's hilarious. It's not funny if like he was my pilot and he's all coked up.
No, I don't think it's funny in the sense that
gacked out. He's
the pilot. I think it's funny that how do these people? It's people in important places. They always fuck up, and I don't get it.
Question: do you think this isn't the first time this guy's done this? Like, there's no fucking way.
Answer: I think you're correct. It's not.
Right. So, did he do it on the plane?
No, I don't think so.
Like just a little bump, like a little bump of nose candy.
No,
while he's in the bathroom.
I guess it depends on how deep he is.
Pilot, co-pilot. If he's a co-pilot, pilot, whatever.
I guess it depends on how deep he is.
Heads out real quick.
Deep he is in the.
What's up, PC?
But I think that it's probably more like after work
shenanigans.
Where
he's just doing.
He's like, I got 12 hours. I'm just gonna get ripping high, and then I'll come back down and fly the plane home. Well,
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Good intentions, sir, but keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
Maybe,
baby.
I don't know.
I just don't get it.
I can't.
Yeah, he's double screwed. He lost his job, and now his wife is like, get the hell out, probably. Because you also know this probably isn't the first time he's fooled around either.
Right. That's for sure.
For shizzle.
Yeah. Again, because pilots, co-pilots, whatever, flight attendants, all that shit, right? They spend an exorbitant amount of time together.
Well, especially if that's their
or if you're just like
flight.
I think that's a job that's kind of like a waiter waitressing type of job. Like don't be married. Right? Because you spend,
no, that's not necessarily. It depends on the person.
Booze and
I mean,
shit.
if you know you can't keep in your pants, don't get married.
Okay, maybe that is the person.
Just enjoy single life as the pilot and be like, dude, I'm getting
paid bank.
I'm getting paid bank. I'm getting nookie left and right because nookie did it for the nookie. I don't know. I just was trying to be polite.
That's fine. No, I get you.
Yeah, I know plenty of people who. So Hillary, underwriting
Clinton.
Hillary. Clark.
Oh yeah.
Her husband's a pilot, but they're also both beautiful people. So I don't know if you could.
No, I mean,
although I don't think you cheat because somebody's prettier than your wife. But
I think that's a big reason people cheat.
No.
Now, come on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's a big reason. Or it's.
Those people are very shallow. Then.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's not
because
it might be part of it, but.
She
was Miss Arizona or something, wasn't she?
He's kind of, he's got another level of shit going on, right, with his wife.
Yeah, well, he is, okay.
He's not an unattractive man.
Well, him and his brother, you put them together and they're like, how the hell are they brothers?
I was going to be a dick.
Well, don't.
It's like twins.
It is, like literally, but they're a couple years apart, but like, how is one so phenomenally hot and the other one is so phenomenally geeky? That I'm like,
thank you for calling it that.
I just, but so I don't know. Anyways, that digress. That went totally off the topic. But yeah, so I mean, if you're gonna live a rock and roll lifestyle, maybe try to be.
This
single.
is a good. Next story is gonna tell you why this would fucking happen.
Okay.
Right. My husband won't respect my wishes to stop cooking meat. He's like a picky toddler.
Wait, did we talk about this? I can't remember.
Did we?
I can't remember if you and I talked about it or if we talked about it.
Did we talk about it outside?
We might have talked about it outside. See, that's why we try not to do that.
That's all right.
Talk about it.
I didn't check it off.
Okay.
But if I did already, I apologize. But I think it's.
Here's the thing. We probably were drinking whiskey when you talked about it. So that makes it even less memorable.
Okay. So a woman has asked for advice after I think we talked about it.
Oh, we did talk about it.
But nonetheless, it's a perfect segue into a woman, not just a woman, a spouse that says, I would ask you to stop doing something you love, eating fucking meat, right? And then calling you a toddler for doing it.
Well, who's really the toddler?
The wife,
throwing
which is why I'm flying my plane to Indonesia to do a whole bunch of cocaine
coke and having an affair because she asked you to give up meat.
See?
So it's funny because I have a lot of friends who have very different eating habits from their spouse. We can talk about our neighbors. He's a meat eater and she is like,
she used to be. She just recently started
not eating as much meat. But then Leanne was a vegetarian, is that what they're called? I almost called her a vegetable. She was a vegetable. She was a vegetarian.
Sorry, Leanne.
She was a vegetarian and her husband was
another joke that I can't.
You know, so she would do this thing where she would separate her food, cook his meat.
Oh, you told me about that. Yeah,
but she also did that for us in college.
Cooking different pans and shit.
Well, she did that for us in college too.
We're cooking stages.
Dana was a vegetarian, but none of the rest of us were. So she would cook. And I hated vegetables, so it'd be like Beth's food, sideways. Dina's food, the other way. And then her stuff, she'd finish last. But so I think it's funny when people, dude, if you ask me to do, and we do ask each other jokingly, hey, you know, you should give up this. And the other person's like,
she's like, stop drinking. I'm like,
no, I said stop smoking.
Well, there's that.
I'm like, you know what you should do? You should stop smoking. And you're like, good one. But I'm not going to pout about it. Now, I may be like, told you so when you are on your deathbed with an oxygen thing.
And then I get defensive and I'm like, well, you should stop, blah, 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 blah.
Sometimes.
Once in a while.
Sometimes.
Or I just laugh and walk out.
You should stop breathing. I'm like, oh, okay, 12-year-old.
See? But it's not the initial ask.
No, it's not the initial ask.
Again, what would you have me? That's why I remember you told me to stop like farting or burping or something, spitting. No, that's what it was. Yeah.
I don't know that. Listen, I can ask you to do anything. And just because we're married doesn't mean you have to do it. And I did say have to do it.
I don't have to do shit.
No.
I'm a goddamn grown adult.
Well, that's debatable.
I saw like one of those kind of like short video memes.
Andrea's like
clips or some shit like that. And it was like, have you ever seen the dude that's like, come here? And he like zooms in. And it was something like, why don't guys ever grow up? Right. And it was one that was, we stop aging like mentally at like 12.
I would agree.
Right?
You know what? Here's what I think you age to 18 and then you start to reverse after 18.
No. Like physically we age. Mentally we stay the same. Like we have responsibilities and stuff and we know how to deal with shit. But the humor is that of a 12 to 15-year-old or something like that, right? And I thought that was...
Yeah, but my humor is that of a 12 to 15-year-old boy as well.
You're a unique person, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't fart and burp like boys do.
No, but I don't either. But
I'll say like stupid
things. But if somebody farts, I'm going to laugh.
But like, what do I say? And I embarrass you all the time. You're like something, liquor.
I've got an example.
You just mattered or something like that. And you're like, Beth. I'm like, sorry.
I've got an example. Jiu-jitsu last night.
Okay.
Little kid. Rolling, Jonathan's got him doing some shit, right? And he's like, get over here. And he's like, now get out of this, right? And he's in front of the entire class, right?
True, right.
So it's the fundamentals class where we have like little kids.
Younger, yeah. It's the fundamentals.
Fundamentals, right? And he farts. And Jonathan goes, come on, right? And I instantly did that. I just fucking started cracking up. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
I'd have been like,
I've done martial arts for so many years, and it's still, I've done it for fucking 15
See, I wasn't
years.
even there, and I'm cracking up about it.
And I just can't.
What did the kid do? Did he blush?
No, he didn't do anything. I think it's just part of his everyday life because he's fucking 7.
Well, he's a boy.
Or 8 or something.
And boys are different from girls when they fart in public. Boys are like, girls are like,
it was
mortified.
One of the funniest things ever. I absolutely fucking died. That was so great.
So he brings us in, and is there a reason why he asked this question, or is he just talking about?
No, it's just one of those things. It kind of goes back to like spitting.
And this is what I'm always amazed at.
Spit.
Like boys will have the mentality of like a 12 to 15-year-old.
What's up, Chuck?
Like a 12 to 15-year-old, but then from 8 to 5, they're actually functioning adults. And I'm like, how come you can't bring any of that home sometimes?
What do you mean? 8 in the morning. Oh, you're talking about work.
Yeah, you're a functioning adult. And you're a little bit. Now, I don't say you're always appropriate.
We're filtered.
I don't think you're always appropriate, but you're more appropriate.
Absolutely filtered is what we are. Depending on
filters, babe.
depending on who we're around.
Okay.
It's know your audience, right? Like I can't just be the same. But if I'm just hanging out with a dude at work that I know
I almost
has
did that today. Like he said something, and he was like, "It's gonna be so big and hard," and so close.
I would have been like, "What the fuck, bro?"
So that's what she said. Almost came out of my mouth, and I go, "That's what." Holy shit, Hector! I was just almost inappropriate, and he just started laughing.
You just start doing the eggplant emojis across the fucking Zoom.
But literally, I'm like, "What? I must be tired because that never happens at work."
That's perfect. That's exactly what happens to me on a daily basis. And that's what happens to dudes. So yeah,
it's really funny because those terms typically don't come up very often for work together. So when they do, it's like the perfect. You wish that it was like one of your really, really good friends at work so that you could actually say the whole phrase.
See, that's why I don't have a filter. If it's just me, and it can be like one of my.
Because you'll be like, and then I was like, fuck. I'm like, did you say fuck at work to this person? You're like, oh yeah. And I'm like, Gregory.
Yeah. I don't give a shit. Depending on the audience. Right. I don't just blurt out the F word, but I definitely have found myself sitting because I'm used to working here at the house. Now I have to go to the office where I sit there and I'm like, what the fuck? And I've got headphones on. Right. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? And I'm like, oh, and there's people sitting behind me. Like, well, nobody said anything so far.
Well,
21 years. 21 years.
21 years. 18 years. 21 years. Yes. But I think
what's going on?
I think that also sometimes what's starting to happen with us that we're like, fuck, we've been there so long. We don't even care anymore.
I care.
I'll be there 25 years in May.
So that's what I'm saying.
How's that even possible?
Right.
Anyways.
Are you ready for meatball?
I don't know. Am I ready? I'm a little worried. Is this going to turn me off, meatballs? Oh, go.
All right. So you may or may not have heard
Charles said
about
fundamentals.
Meatball. Influencer meatball. This happened last night, and I saw this happen like
that's
not real time.
That was her name?
Oh, that's her nickname. That's her influencer name. Meatball. You want to meet Meatball? This is Meatball. Right there. And Meatball is a fucking idiot. So influencer Meatball appears to be arrested while live streaming wild looting rampage in Philadelphia.
He was arrested eventually.
Yeah. So I've got one quick background on why they started looting, after all. A Philly cop shot Eddie Irizarry on August 14th after he pulled out a knife. Pro-crime Soros DA Larry Krasner, and this is from Charlie Kirk, so whatever, tried to charge him with murder, but a heroic judge just threw the charges out. So naturally,
charge the police officer with murder.
Okay. Yeah, but the guy had a knife. So it's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
There's like
life's in danger.
I think it's in BC, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a 21-foot rule. Like you can close 21 feet before you can draw a weapon.
Okay.
Right. So dude's got a knife. It should have had a weapon out probably before that, but ended the issue.
And I just am curious about this. Does it say the race of the police officer?
I think it does not.
Okay.
So naturally,
mass looting. Yeah.
Naturally, some peaceful protesters, quote unquote, looted dozens of stores while live streaming.
Great example of
their crimes as Philadelphia was forced to activate their citywide rapid response team. So I'm going to go back into the article. That's just a little blurb about why they started doing that, right? A popular social media influencer known as Meatball live streamed the rabid looting spree. I'm going to take Meatball's face off this because I'm tired of looking at dumbass. Looting stream that engulfed Philadelphia city center overnight before she was seemingly arrested while cheering on marauders. Meatball, whose real name is
Deja
Blackwell. Thank you for helping me out with that one. Shared videos and photos on her Instagram. She was literally like, "We gotta eat. We gotta eat," screaming.
I watched that video and maybe
like, why did you eat Lululemon?
Well, I didn't understand
whatever it's called.
It, and then maybe I'm not in the world of
eat iPhones.
I'm not in the world of liquor. So is it meaning like they were doing this because they were hungry, quote unquote?
So gleefully documenting the mass plunder of several. It was a reason to fucking loot.
No, I know, but I didn't get the reference of everybody got to eat. I didn't get it.
No, because they remember that's kind of, I think that's the new new cheer, or whatever you want to call it, cry.
Right.
You know, that they're gonna obviously turn around this shit and sell it and make money to go buy,
here's
bread and Pampers.
Here's the thing. So
don't fucking know.
I'm assuming that the dismissal just happened. That's why there were looting. That's
looting
rioting.
an Apple,
That's
a Foot Locker, a Lululemon, and a liquor store.
Huh? Lululemon, a Foot Locker, and a liquor store.
Yeah.
You're hurting your community more than you're hurting anybody
they don't
else.
give a shit. Same thing in Minneapolis, burned to the fucking ground. They don't care. People don't give a shit. The content creator with close to 650,000 followers across Instagram and TikTok can be seen laughing, clapping, and shouting, "Let's go," as she witnessed suspected looters fleeing while she was driven across the city. They were going from stop to stop to stop.
I don't think she thought she was going to get arrested by live streaming.
Dude,
that shit.
You live stream.
Well, you're enticing.
You're the biggest fucking idiot on the planet.
That's the thing about people.
Come on, bro.
They do stupid stuff like break the law and record it.
Yeah.
And then post it. And then wonder why they got in trouble. Hello. Again, keep your secrets to yourself.
Right. Joining a crowd of youngsters loitering in the street, and a laughing Blackwell exclaimed at one point, "This is what happens when we don't get justice in the city."
Well,
so
she's going to get justice now because she's going to get fined and probably
just released.
I think they'll probably fine her or give her community hours.
No, they won't do any of that shit.
It says, so BC said, "Eat" is a term used by some gang members to describe getting money or anything they want from others, like stealing.
Oh,
okay.
That's interesting. I'd never heard that.
Here's the
That's
thing that drives me insane. These protesters of the dismissal don't really give a rat's ass about the whole
opportunity.
It's just a reason to give them. It's just to give them a reason to go steal and
100%
and loot and rob and all these crazy things.
So exactly. The person you just mentioned is Meatball. She's the one that said everybody's got to eat over and over and over.
And
again.
Here's what I like. And I asked you, like you said, she has 600,000 followers. I'm pretty sure I would probably
Which means she's definitely monetized.
Well, I feel like I would look at her account.
She should be canceled, right?
Hold on. I feel like I would look at her account and be like, why the hell do people follow her? What is it adding? Like, do I get a pretty meme out of it and a smile at the end, to
just
start
think
my
about
day? But
who follows people, right? It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the world would be a better place if we actually go out. You know what? Shut up, Beth.
We're getting a glitch. I don't know why. But no, it's just one of those things. There's tons of videos. Go out to Twitter or X or whatever it is.
Andrea said, from now on, I'm called lasagna.
Fuck yeah.
Now she's just going to make me hungry.
I'm bolognese.
I'm spaghetti.
There you go. We've all got our code names. Italian code names.
Yep.
Italian code names. Fuck yeah. But I thought that was funny that I didn't know her nickname was
I didn't know she
Meatball.
got arrested based off of the video.
Let me show her face again real quick. Yeah, she looks like a fucking meatball. So
here's the thing. Every time somebody calls himself Meatball, wasn't that like
what was the TV show on
Adam Sandler's dog was called Meatball?
Well, yeah.
I always just think of a bulldog now.
No, I'm thinking of the meatball from God damn it. What's not Mystery Tube.
Your brain. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The cartoon.
The cartoon one.
The French fries, and the drink
meatball.
and the meatball.
What was that called?
Oh,
what was that called?
Yeah. And the French fry could understand it. And then the French fry would answer him. And the drink would go like, oh.
The French fry was the gangster dude? Yeah. Can't think of the fucking.
No, the meatball was the gangster dude sometimes.
No, meatball. No.
I thought he was.
He was kind of gangster. Yeah. It's been a while since I've watched that show. I can't think about it.
Again, stupid
I love that shit.
That we.
Yeah. Makes me miss meat. I haven't had meatloaf in forever. It's been years.
Is she talking about the man or the food?
Aqua Adventure. Oh, I gotta find this real quick. Aqua Swim.
No, it was Adult Swim. It was on Adult Swim.
We'll get there.
Man, we haven't seen that since we left Phoenix, huh?
Yes, and I used to love it.
So, and I'm wondering,
Aqua Teen. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay. So does Andrea mean the man or the food? Does she mean she misses the singer? Meatball? I mean meatloaf? Or her mom is meatloaf? Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, both. I haven't had my mom's meatloaf since, long before she died.
Well, and you ain't got much meatloaf because Beth don't like it. I
might just make myself a meatloaf.
You totally, and then you can eat meatloaf sandwiches all damn week.
I haven't had one of those. When was the last time you had a meatloaf sandwich?
I have never in my life had a meatloaf sandwich.
As fuck. Late night,
you
cold.
Totally grew up in the Northeast. Totally grew up in the Northeast. I feel like meatloaf
because you buy
is a
3
very
pounds
cold
of
weather
fucking cheap ass meat and you pile it together.
Food.
Yeah, and that's why I got bones and muscles, because you eat meat and potatoes. Meat.
I don't think that's why you have bones. I mean, you have bones because God gave them to you, but your muscles are because you work out ridiculously.
Or was it?
In my mind, it was God. Don't try to correct me. Meatloaf is so dang. He said.
It's gonna be a fun one. You guys want to talk about Britney Spears?
Britney.
Britney cray cray. So
I do follow her on Instagram.
Did you watch the last one?
I don't watch her very often, but every once in a while,
the last like 2
every once in a
videos.
while it'll pop up on my feed. I'll be like, let's see what she's up to today.
Well, evidently, yesterday or maybe the day before, she was dancing around with kitchen knives, like big ass like chef's knives.
Was she
dancing around?
Was she being creative? Was she like her?
Yeah,
creative?
like her super dark eyes. Like
she just was.
She hasn't
she was
slept
flexing her
in
creative
a
muscle.
week. Kind of shit, right? But with 2 chef knives. So then fast forward to this morning.
Okay.
She's got a cut on her leg and a bandage on her arm.
Well,
right?
It's been a little far.
So what happened is that in the picture of her dancing around, and you'll see in the background, her dogs are right back there. Right? So people are worried about her fucking dog.
Listen, I'm pretty sure her dogs look better than all of us.
What's up, Jess?
I'm pretty sure.
Her eyes are filtered. Those, dude. So there's another picture of her eyes.
What are her dogs?
Dark.
Oh, she's got 3 little baby dogs.
or something. All right. This is on TMZ. Britney Spears, take away, people are saying, take dogs away from her. Fans urge after knife video. Britney Spears, and you can, it's not on this one, but I had another picture. Doesn't matter. Not only poses serious danger to herself by dancing around with sharp knives, but onlookers believe that her tiny dogs are also at risk and should be taken away.
Do those dogs look like they're at risk? They have freaking bows in their hair. They have the haircut I wore when I was a kid.
They did her dirty on this picture. They did the Joe Rogan treatment to this picture.
Oh, they made her worse.
Absolutely. Because there's another picture that I have.
She's definitely got dark circles, but they're not quite that bad. They made her look
she's
crazed.
got a lot more color to her. Right?
They make her look crazed.
Britney's got the internet talking.
She's not crazed, but
after putting her fascination with knives on full display, evidently this was a thing. Like she wasn't allowed to have knives or use knives before when she was under like dad arrest.
Okay.
Something like that. So now she's.
What would she do when she ate a steak? Did they cut it for her like a child?
Probably.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe she's a vegetarian. Maybe she's a vegan. I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah. She's got that new boyfriend. I forgot about her, Jessica. She said she's playing with knives because her new boyfriend,
from New Mexico,
Mexican
or
boyfriend,
he's
is
a new
off
Mexican boyfriend? Is he from New Mexico or he's a new Mexican boyfriend?
No, he's just Mexican. It's
Okay,
like how I
he's a
call
new-
you Mexican. Not new Mexican. He's a new dude from Mexico,
Okay.
maybe.
There you
Like
go.
he's in the, I don't know. He could be from LA. Right? I don't know the answer to that. So, in fact, when Britney bangs the knives together, the dogs run for cover, it says in the video. The video is definitely out there. She's spinning around like 100 miles an hour with 2 fucking knives. These are like real sharp knives. Like,
Here's the problem that would happen in our house if we did that. Mick would try to get us. We can't
Mick would try to what?
get us. I tried to dance with him.
We'd
I tried to
absolutely
dance
knife
with
the
him.
dog.
I tried to dance with him, and all he does is go rah, 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 and starts jumping at me like, "Get away from me, crazy lady!"
Yeah, she said it wasn't supposed to be an uppercase new, just her new Mexican boyfriend.
Oh, I have to.
Like
tell
you're
you
my
something.
my old Mexican wife.
Your old Mexican wife.
Yeah, because you've been around for a long time.
Okay, great way to make sure you explain that right.
Yeah, he's been around.
Yeah.
I don't have a new one yet. But when I do, then I'll call her my lowercase Mexican wife. I live in San Antonio. She'll probably be Mexican. I mean, it's like a 99% chance.
I mean, yeah, probably.
If I was thinking to say, if I moved to California, I'd probably be Mexican.
So is that like my new?
Fuck, anywhere in the country, you're like 67% chance is going to be a Mexican wife.
Because we roll.
I'll cut you. That's what Jeeve and Justin said.
I'll cut you. Remember the Burger King video? That's where that comes from. I'll cut you.
So it said we should know. It's like, what?
Security.
We should note Britney's original caption with the dancing video read, "I started playing in the kitchen with knives today." She later added to say that they were fake Halloween props. However, it's pretty clear to tell that the sound, they're real knives. Right? They're like kicking, 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 right? It's like, like when
read Andreas.
What'd she say? I mean, y'all let the girl spin with knives. She hasn't actually mentally aged since 19. Better than most guys.
You know what?
I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. Just don't hurt the dogs.
Yeah.
Just let them out. Put them outside. Put them in the bedroom. It's kind of like when kids come over to the house.
You put him in the bedroom?
We put Mick in the bedroom.
Okay.
He's kind of like our roaming knife, right? Like we don't want him around if you don't know him, especially a kid that he's never seen before or something like that. He's like a walking knife, right? So I wouldn't have him
that bad, but yeah.
Britney is a walking knife. She just bite you and then knife you. That Mexican boyfriend's fucked.
Here's the crazy thing that I was just thinking in my head. She still always gets boys. Because she's hot and rich. I guess that's the two main things.
Britney fucking Spears, bitch.
But I guess she's not hot or rich enough to put up with for forever.
Dude her last husband they were married for what, 2 years? Made $10 million.
In the divorce?
I'm calling it made $10 million.
Because of the divorce, or he
maybe they had a prenup. Either way, motherfucker got $10 million for like a couple years.
I'm going to tell her what I tell my bestie.
I would divorce you.
Okay.
Marry her.
Okay.
Divorce her after 2 years. Come back to you with $10 million.
You think I'm going to wait for you?
Why wouldn't you? I just funnel money off.
No.
Just
I'll find somebody that already has $10 million. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm going to tell her the same thing I tell.
You got a big friend pool of 10 millionaires? Whatever.
I'm going to tell her the same thing I tell my bestie.
Britney, bitch.
Don't get married anymore. Just have fun. Live with them. Check up with them.
Unless they're old dudes that are rich.
But she has 5 husbands now?
No, she's only got 2.
No, she's got at least
3.
3 or 4, I think.
No, 3. I think
somebody will tell us how many. She's like the next Jennifer Lopez. And Liz.
You think J-Lo's running around with knives?
No.
See,
J-Lo's
different story.
Very mature.
And I don't think J-Lo's on Instagram.
She is on Instagram, but different.
She's not running her own shit.
No. She does. I've seen her do TikToks with her family.
Yeah, somebody's recording them ahead of time. They're not live.
You know what? That's what I need so that you'll get off my back about posting more social media. I need TikTok? A social media manager that just follows me around. And when I do something interesting, somebody actually catches it, and there you go.
It's usually just you complaining in the background. Motherfucker, I have to work again. I have to get out of bed. Damn it. I have to wash my hair. It's a Tuesday. I want to wait till Wednesday to wash my... we got the show. That's literally how she sounds sometimes.
Yes, I complain so much, and I sound exactly.
And it's all about washing her hair. I'm like, just wash your hair on Sunday. She's like, no, I don't want to. I'm too tired.
We don't really have conversations about washing my hair.
No, you have the conversation. I'm just in the room going,
And it's not how the conversation goes.
Every dude out there knows exactly what I'm talking about.
What was it the other day that I was talking to you and you were doing, I go, hey, can you just tell me what I asked you? And you were like, I'm like,
this was last night.
Pay attention for a second.
I was literally posting some shit.
Oh, you're always doing something.
I know. All good. What are you going to do?
All right. So
tell us about Mama Bear. Real quick. Then we'll go to Cardi B talking about ghosts.
This was interesting for me because it popped up.
Huh? Read what's going on.
It popped up. Where is it?
So this is a bear. You want me to play the video first?
Yes, please.
All right.
Where did it go?
So watch this real quick. This is a terrible mom
No.
Is what I'm thinking she's fucking terrible.
She's not. I'll tell you why.
I'll re-loop it here in a second. The reason being, there's never a reason for a bear to get this close to you or your kid. Like, ever.
Too much.
No, I'm totally judging. Here, well, let's watch that one more time.
All
right. So
one more time. It's not that short, is it?
No, it's 20 seconds. I just clipped out 20 seconds.
So here's the thing. It's a park. And they do know that sometimes there's black
That thing's literally gone
around.
Yeah, that's a baby bear. That's not a baby child.
Young. It's young.
That child is like 7 years old.
He's
12
special
years
needs.
Old. Okay.
Yeah, he's got some special needs, and that's why he's afraid of animals. Period. He's afraid of cats and dogs, and so.
So why didn't when she saw that fucking bear
because
coming?
Black bears, you're not supposed to run.
No, you sit there and go bear, 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 bear.
Was trying to keep him calm. What I kind of questioned was the girl filming. I'm like, she finally did get smart in the end and took a plate of food and tossed it. And then the bear went after that plate of food so that they could all leave. But
bullshit.
It was his birthday.
The bears or his?
the young man's. It was his 15th birthday. This is what he wanted. He wanted to go have a picnic in the park.
Pick a fucking park that does not have bears.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. It is what it fucking is.
So tell me the story.
So, but they had a plan. So, because this is what he does with any animals, if animals get too close to him, because he's terrified of them, they play a game called Statue, and she just covers his eyes so that he doesn't react to the animal. It works, obviously.
What happens when she dies? He's going to be fucking a statue. He's going to get hit by a car.
That's not an animal.
He's going through a crosswalk.
Honey.
And somebody comes at him.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
No, bullshit. Mom's bad.
Judgy.
Yes. Mom needs retraining.
No, you have no idea what she goes through.
I understand
with
this, and I'm being a dick. I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's going through the crosswalk, and a little schnauzer comes through, and he just statues in the middle of the road.
Well, no, the schnauzer's going to keep going, unlike this bear did. This bear was like, fuck, there's a shit ton of food. I'm going to sit here and eat. The dog is going to keep going because he's probably on a leash with a master. So let's get some realism into your judginess.
No.
I'm judging you right now.
That's fine. I don't care. It's just like, whoosh, brush it off. Go on, brush it off. I'm just thinking like mom probably should have trained kid instead of doing statue.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to say
how about we move away?
You're not a parent. You have no idea.
All right. Give me that lady's number.
No,
I'm going to call her and ask her.
She's in Mexico, and you won't even be able to have a conversation with her because you won't understand.
New Mexico ones?
Not a New Mexico, just actual Mexico.
Okay.
So you won't be able to have a conversation with her. I'll barely be able to have a conversation with her.
I'll have your brother call her.
Okay.
He speaks fluent Spanish.
Oh, both of them do. Everyone in my whole immediate family spoke Spanish, and then there was Beth.
I understand, but still, if you see a bear coming, get up.
Well,
don't even let him look. Just hold his head like this.
Black bears, you're not supposed to run.
I'm not saying you have to run. You can move away.
I'm gonna wait for the day that you encounter a black bear and see how you handle
Black bears aren't the bad ones. It's the
bears are mean.
No, grizzlies are the.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure all bears are bad because they're fucking huge.
Have you ever seen a koala bear?
They're mean.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're cute and cuddly. They have big claws, but you just feed them a bunch of eucalyptus and they're fucking fine.
Okay.
You just watch too much internet.
There's 12-year-old mentality.
You watch too much internet. Damn, mama bears.
I watch too much internet?
That mama bear sucks.
So anyways, the bear did ultimately, but there are some, like there was another video I watched.
And she got away with his lunch.
And the bear like literally comes right up to them and sniffs them, and you can hear a slight growl, like don't even think about taking my food. But I was thinking the same thing. It was a young bear. It's too small.
Reed, more people probably are attacked by black bears. That's because they're in public parks, evidently.
Greg doesn't know what he's talking about.
They just feed their kids to them.
Grizzlies are like if you come across a grizzly, you're probably screwed.
You're dead.
A black bear, but the grizzly will go out of its way to stay out of your way. A black bear, I think, will be more likely to.
No, grizzlies will come at you. No.
Well,
black bears are skittish.
We're just gonna.
It's not an otter.
It's not a rabbit otter.
If that had been a rabbit otter, that kid would have lost his fucking nose.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Been like that girl that lost her ear a couple months ago.
Cardi B's got a ghost.
Okay, again, I watched this video.
There's a video out. Go out, search Cardi B.
I watch these videos and I'm like, this is why I don't do fucking social media.
Cardi B says her LA home is haunted by a ghost that's trying to fuck her. This is her words. These are not mine.
Words.
I had her play it. You can go out and find it. Cardi B made a claim of a ghost in her LA mansion earlier this month on Big Boy's neighborhood. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's something. Probably podcast or some shit. Maybe that's her page. I don't know. Cardi B thinks her LA home is haunted by and that the ghost has less than honorable intentions. The Bronx native took to her Instagram live earlier this week saying that there's a ghost in her home and it only shows up in Offset's absence. That's her husband.
I don't know.
That's her husband.
I thought that I didn't know what it meant because I was like, what's Offset?
That's his name. It's like Cardi B. That's not a real name.
No, I know that.
Cardiovascular,
but
whatever.
But she on the video talks about like she'll be hearing a weird noise and she'll go get a security guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'll read it to you.
And that noise is gone.
I start hearing this. Is what she says. I start hearing like a fly sound, bro. I haven't been. I can't. I'm trying.
Just read it.
I haven't been able to find the fly. She said. Then I start hearing the sound in the hallway. It sounds like somebody's on the phone. So I told one of the security guards that's guarding the house outside to come inside. Bitch,
the
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, tell me how the sound is gone. It's gone out of nowhere. All I'm saying to you is that there's a fucking ghost or a spirit in this fucking house. And what I don't like about it is that the ghost been fucking with me. So I'm not done.
Okay, done. I'm done with it.
I gotta get to the finger banging part.
Oh,
Hang on.
Lord, it's so
because
bad.
of when Offset is in this house, nothing ever happens. But when I'm alone, it's always want to fuck with me. Mind you, when I be in the house, I'm reading this verbatim, in Atlanta or New York, there's nothing. But in this house in LA, is always some weird vibe. Okay, I'm almost done. Almost done. I feel like if I sleep, the fucking ghost is going to finger pop me, bitch. Or because, bitch, the N-word wants me. I can't take it anymore.
So I can't believe I made it through that much of the video.
Chuck
and then
dead, wet ass poltergeist.
Then you had to like make me relive it, and I'm just seeing her in my mind's eye as I watch this.
Go listen
video.
to it. It's so fucking funny.
She doesn't know what you call the thing you kill a fly with. She's like, that spatula thing.
That fly spatula.
I was like, fly swatter? I mean, they've only been around since like the 1800s.
I love it. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, I'm telling you, it was absolutely comical. Fly spatula or something.
See, and you thought it was comical, and I literally was like, what the fuck?
I'm going to have my security take me to it. It is so funny. It's absolutely comical. She does crazy shit on her thing all the time, and I only see it when it pops up when something crazy happens. But I'm like, finger pop me? I haven't heard finger pop before.
I've never heard finger pop
No,
before.
I can't stand her either, but it's fucking comical. You have to just look at it from like
finger pop. That's a new term for me that I'm gonna have to write down so I don't forget.
Finger popping.
Finger pop. When I finally write my novel, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that in my romance novel.
Dedicated to Cardi B. Hashtag finger pop. And then what do you write? Wet ass poltergeist. Whap. Fuck. We need to make a show of that. Oh, sure.
God. Okay. See, there's my 12-year-old boy. All right.
It's gonna stick with me for a long time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna make a new graphic tonight. I swear to God, I'll have one out by morning.
What do we want to talk about? We're kind of all over the place.
I've got to talk about this funeral home guy.
I was gonna say I think you should talk about that one.
There's a funeral home guy. I'm sweating over here. And then I just gotta find the article real quick. Funeral home guy. Poor guy. Not the poor guy.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. You make the judgment on this.
Situation.
Texas family sues mortuary for allegedly dropping body down a flight of stairs. The Texas family is suing a Houston mortuary for negligence after they said the employees
negligence. He's dead.
dropped a loved one's body, causing bruising to appear during an open casket.
Okay, how does he bruise? He's dead.
I'm not a fucking autopsyist.
He can't bruise. He's dead.
The I won't
He's
say
got no blood flow.
Okay, I'm going to say everything. The Mejia family sued Twinwood Mortuary Service in June this year for dropping Juan Mejia's body down a flight of stairs hours after his death more than 2 years ago. His son, William Mejia, and family attorney, whatever the fuck that, whatever. They alleged 2 employees transported his body on the 14th of June without a licensed funeral director present. Did he have his ass over his shoulder?
I mean,
I can imagine. They're just like, he's in a body bag. And they're just like,
thing. I mean, are you sad you lost your parents? Yeah.
It's not, I was originally picturing it in like a casket.
He probably fell off a gurney. But why are they taking the stairs? Okay, couple things that make me go, idiots all the way around. Why are they taking a gurney on a flight of stairs? Idiot.
I mean, I understand. Maybe that funeral home doesn't have an elevator.
Maybe it was, I don't know. Anyways.
Okay, I've got one. So where my mother was, like the funeral home we brought my mom to, that is the same funeral home we brought my brother to 30 years ago.
Okay.
They had a fucking elevator back then. So how old is this motherfucking thing?
I'm wondering if they were like, does it say if the family, okay, so first of all,
the elevator's out, you gotta carry him down the stairs.
I want to know how the family found out. Like, were they like, hey, I just have to disclose we dropped your dad.
Maybe they were just playing around, like they got him on strings.
But,
got him a,
do you think they were like, we just have to disclose we dropped your father down a flight of stairs? Okay.
They said they don't want another family to have to go through this. Like, we're not in the habit of just dropping people. Well, or maybe they were just like, nobody noticed.
Why are they suing now if this was 2 years ago?
I think it's going through the court process at this
people
point.
Will sue for anything.
Goddamn right.
You can't bruise.
All I would have said, because a funeral is what, like 10, how much does my mom's cost? Like 10 grand?
I have no idea.
Something like that. 10, 15
my
grand.
Parents were cremated.
Whatever. And that was cheap. Something like,
not as cheap as cremating them.
No. And she was cremated.
But she had a service. My parents didn't. Well, my mom had a service, but
I don't know.
We didn't have to pay for the service.
It was enough. I'd have been like, can you just cover this shit? I'm like, my mom doesn't care.
Well,
I'd have been like, my mom doesn't really care.
About
She's
what?
up there. Like, you dropped her down some stairs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's like, if you said you dropped my baby, that's one thing.
Down the stairs?
My
like
live baby. My live baby down the stairs. But my deceased father.
Yeah.
He can't die again. He can't get injured. I mean, maybe that's mean of me to say, and maybe they were very distraught at the death of their father. But
today,
Lordy.
Remember going back to that 12-year-old conversation? He's laughing his ass off. He's like, he's like, you go, kids, make some money.
He's going, these greedy motherfuckers.
Like, I left you a house.
They're using me to support their,
car.
Their cause. Don't make me the center of your cause.
Forever box is expensive. You can get like ashes in like a little vial now.
They can do a lot of stuff.
You make a ring.
They can turn it into a diamond. Here's the thing. When I die, I don't want you to keep shit. I want to be put in one of those urns that you can put in the ground and it turns into a tree.
No, I'm going to put your whole body in the ground.
I'm going to turn
you into a tree.
I'm going to be cremated.
That's just dirt. You just turn into dirt.
Yeah, I know. That's why you put a tree.
What kind of tree?
Something with pretty flowers.
I'm trying to think. What was your magnolia? You want to be a magnolia tree?
So magnolia trees are very hard. Well, at least in South Texas, they're very hard to make.
So an oak is what we're gonna go with, like a shaggy oak, like everywhere, and like I'm just gonna dump you in at the ranch with your dad and your mom.
No.
Why? There's oaks everywhere.
Because the ranch
you'll live forever.
The ranch isn't my happy place. It might be your happy place.
Where's your happy place?
I don't fucking know. Beach, but I don't want to get.
Which beach? Galveston?
Are you going to
drop you in Galveston?
You're just going to put a palm tree in there and plant me in the ground and be like,
peace out, bitch.
Best tree.
I'm out.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I'd be at the beach and I'm a palm tree.
Yes.
I'm at the beach and
pour
a palm
a beer
tree.
Out for you.
Right. I think that would be
What
fine.
happens if it's just like, I just put you in the sand, like right by the shore, and you just get washed over? Like, oh, shit.
Bye.
I did my job.
I'm out in the ocean.
I'm maybe with my new Mexican wife. She's waiting in the car.
Stupid.
What's your feel good for tonight, honey?
So mine is cute. It's a bad situation that turned happy.
Okay.
A missing toddler. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Where is she? Come on. Where'd it go?
Not heard of it.
So a missing toddler in Michigan. was missing for 4 hours. So she was playing in her front yard, and her uncle was like, hey, girl, like we tell the next door kids, go put some shoes on.
Yeah.
So she goes in the house, but I guess she came back out at some point, and her and the dogs went for a hike that nobody knew she left.
Okay.
So after a little while, of course, they get frantic. So 4 hours later, they find her. She's 3 miles away.
Holy shit.
Which is pretty far for a toddler. Yeah. But her dogs are with
one of those
her.
kids got teleported? There's some ghost stories about shit like that. Like
if she did, then the dogs got teleported with her. Yeah. She was using one of the dogs as a pillow, and the other dog was cuddling with her. Yeah, she was asleep. And when the guy tried to wake her up, she very kindly told him, it is rude to wake sleeping people up.
Oh, that's cute.
Was cute. So I have pictures. Hold on. Where is it?
It's down there somewhere.
There it is.
That's cute, though. I mean, at least she's safe and everything's good. You ready?
So I think this sleeping with the dog as a pillow is like a common. She's super cute. Look at her.
She's a toddler. Yeah, she's 3.
3 miles, dude. I don't even go 3 miles.
I know.
Hold on, there's more.
Okay.
There's one other picture of her dog, her other dog, who's super cute.
Oh, he's like a basset hound and a Rottweiler.
He's a Springer Spaniel.
A Springer Spaniel and a Rottweiler. She's in good hands. Good paws.
So, but I thought my favorite part was she was like, "Don't you know it's rude to wake up sleeping people?"
Yeah.
She was all grumpy.
Absolutely.
So it could have turned out horribly, but it turned out really good. And she had her buddies with her, so they kept her warm and safe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine. Have you guys ever been? You might have seen just a glimpse of it there for a second, but I doodle a lot in class, and I like to draw.
In class?
In class, like as a kid.
Oh, I thought you were calling work class. I was
just sit there and doodle and draw like dumb things. Not just
shit.
dicks, but like other crazy things and stuff like that, right? But there's this kid who's 13 who was kept being told off for doodling, like getting in trouble for doodling, right? Seems like doodling in class is simply a rite of passage when it comes to passing time, like it says. This is from Lad Bible or whatever. However, well, many of our scribbles of those graffiti universal S's symbols. Remember those ones? The little square S thing you used to try it
I used to try to.
You know how long that go
put them on paper.
Read the history on that. It's been around for like every.
I can't even like.
That's almost a swastika, honey. Stop drawing.
I was trying to like.
So anyway, this kid Joel Whale, 13, who is better known as on social media as Doodle Boy, was often told off in school for doodling. But what he did end up happening, what happened was this kid is so good at it that I'm going to go full screen or as full screen on it as I can, right? Is he so good at it that Nike signed a contract with him to design shoes.
Shut the hell up.
Right?
That's so cool.
It's pretty cool. I'm not a big Nike fan, but it's awesome that this kid, so he's done tons of artwork like all over the world, right? And he does it all freehand with a marker. He just sits there and starts drawing, right? He'll start in the corner.
His parents just started buying him big boards like that.
There's videos of this kid doing this, and it's amazing, right? He'll just sit there in a corner and he'll just start. It'll just go boom, 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 boom.
You know what it reminds me of?
Really amazing.
The big thing they do now for like videos is like, especially for like our compliance videos, is they have people draw it out.
It's almost like that.
Yeah.
Right? But his stuff it's like on, it's going to be
really
on
cool.
some Nikes. And it's
at what point do you think his parents went, let's just buy him some huge canvases and let him run?
Probably real quick when they started realizing the complexity of the artwork
and the talent
and stuff like that and the talent. So that's my feel good. Like I said, growing up in the 90s and stuff like that, early 90s in high school and doing those sorts of things, it's like art was big for me. But nobody ever pushed it. Nobody ever pushed it. Nobody ever did anything or said, hey, you're good. My brother was an amazing artist. And I'm like, you're going in the fucking Marines. Instead of, why don't you become an artist? Right? So again, I think it's pretty amazing.
Funny thing is he could have gone in the Marines and still been an artist.
No.
Yeah.
My brother had kids too early.
That's the problem.
That's a story for another day. All good. Entertainment real quick. Netflix. I've watched every episode of Inside the World's Toughest Prisons.
Yeah? How many were there?
7 seasons.
Oh shit, you watched all 7 seasons already? I wonder why you're coming to bed at 3:00 every night.
Dude, guilty pleasure. I'm out of them. I'm like, what the fuck do I do
and
now?
is the series over? So there's not going to be
I don't know.
season 8?
Well, it was like, I started on 7 and I just worked my way. I was at the gym watching them.
That's
Dude,
so
okay, so note to self.
much?
Note to self, there are definitely better places than others to go to prison.
Obviously.
Like there are places where you might still be with a murderer and a rapist and a thief, but you have a fucking kitchen and you get to use knives. Doesn't seem right.
Smart.
But then you can go to like a really bad one in, say, Costa Rica, where it's like,
well,
the prisoners run the prison.
Pretty Costa Rica. That's
right?
why it's like that.
And that's not one you want to go to. So don't go down to Costa Rica.
Why would you stay in jail if you're running the prison? I think I would just be
because they can't get out of prison. It's just the prisoners. There's like a head boss and like all these dudes, right? So guilty pleasure show for sure. Like
Weirdo.
it makes you really appreciate not being in prison. Just gonna say, like, stay home and drink.
Maybe it helps people
don't
live
go
the straight
drinking
and narrow.
driving. Don't be the cocaine airplane pilot.
Seriously.
That's probably a bad thing. Just note to self. 7 seasons. Yep, Chuck. Yeah. So what's your feel good?
No, that was not my feel good. My entertainment, Mr. Midnight. It's so especially
Netflix show as well.
Especially lately because I've been working so much. I like want something that I don't
mindless.
I don't have to stay on top of. And this is cute. It's set in Korea. Vietnam,
no, I think it's like Indonesia or
somewhere.
Thailand or some shit like that.
Thailand, maybe. And
there haven't been any girly boys in it.
There's
so that doesn't, or what do you call them? Lady boys?
Yeah. So
there's none of
and
those.
it's something, some evil gets unleashed, and it's just kind of like these kids are trying to fight it.
It is entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's simple to follow. Like if I fall asleep for 10 minutes,
kids could actually watch this one.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, so
it's
far, I mean, we're only like 4 episodes in.
Yeah, PG-13. It's pretty fun.
It's fun. It's it's perfect for Halloween.
Yep.
It's perfect for this season. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. And they're only 30 minutes long, which is even better. Each episode's only 30 minutes long. You're not dedicating an hour to one
CB,
show.
where was that? Or not CB, Chris Beerworth, where was that one?
Which
Special
one?
Ops Lioness.
Oh, that's a show.
Where's that at?
Prime or Paramount? Paramount. I think it's on Paramount.
I'll check it out.
I found some ones on Yoo-hoo on HBO. How I got Yoo-hoo out of that,
I'll check it out. Yeah, for sure.
But there's some other ones I think
awesome. Thank you.
That you'd like to.
Sweet. That's it. I think that's enough weird shit to talk about for tonight. People are just fucking crazy.
Thanks for keeping me
awake. People going nuts. See, you woke up.
I did wake up a little bit.
Beginning of the show, you were like, now she's gonna go pass out. We're gonna go eat crock pot chicken.
Ranch chicken.
Crock pot chicken. That's what we're doing.
It smells amazing.
You guys have a great night. We'll catch you back here on Friday.
Bye, guys. Have a great rest of the week. Love you.
Cheers. Welcome to The Bars Open with Beth and Greg.